Hey y'all, what's up? How you doing? How you been? It's Khadijah with the Runaway Gypsy here to do another reading for you guys today. If you're new here, please follow me. If you're returning, please like, share, heart, comment, tag a friend. Do whatever you feel the need to do. If I say a zodiac sign, please don't be too hung up on the zodiac signs. For we all embody all 12 zodiac energies. If I say he, she, him, her, doesn't matter. Take the roles, flip them, switch them as need be. You know your side of the story better than I do. I'm just here to read the energies, okay? Y'all, so I have a specific reading that I'm doing today because I went down my newsfeed on Facebook, right? And I see like there's like three different people changing their careers. And I'm like, that's definitely a shift. There's definitely something going on. That's a universal thing. People are feeling called to change what was once their profession into something new, or what was once a passion into something new, into something more mundane, you know? So even like with me, I quit doing tarot for a long time. Wrote a whole book on it. By the time I got done with the book, it's not that I don't love it. I love it. It's healing. It just wasn't what it was when I needed it, right? So when I needed tarot, I needed a healing, I needed deeper understanding. That's when it was more potent to me. And so, like some people, there's a nail tech that's changing. There's someone who does tattoos that's changing their stuff, and they're going to more mundane jobs, you know. So I asked Spirit, I was like, why? What is this? What is this shift? And basically, so these shuffled. I tried to start my live a second ago, and it just, for some reason, wouldn't start. So I pulled these on the live, but it was having issues, and it automatically answered my question. No. Sorry, my son does not know what no means. Okay. So Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, Two of Laurels, which is Pentacles, okay? And Eight of Cups. And then the Magician was at the bottom of the deck right here. Okay. Knight of Wands talks about passion. Okay. It talks about ideas. It talks about, all those good things. Page of Wands is like creativity. It's like the beginning of something. Getting like an idea and running with it, or getting a spark towards something and kind of following that. Two of Pentacles talks about juggling something, or it talks about weighing the pros and the cons, okay? And then the Eight of Cups talks about leaving something behind. So it directly answered my question. It's saying the passion is still there, but it's going to be transformed into another form with the Magician. That's what the Magician is. It's transforming that energy that you once had for something that was once a wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups. Let's see what this one is. An Eight of Wands. Something that you moved towards fast. Something that really, really sparked that creativity and somebody wanted to go through or go to. Okay. Um, and it all of a sudden became a burden, or it became something that became dull. That's what this Nine of Wands says, y'all. So literally it's saying like it's giving me all the answers I want. It's just that passion died in something, but that passion is being reborn or renewed in something else. Recreated in another way, in another job, in another atmosphere. Here's what I feel though, because that creativity isn't going anywhere, because that focus that you once had for something, even if it was like for nursing and you don't want to do that anymore, you want to do something more like crafting, like you're doing the opposite rather than mundane, you're doing more, whatever. That energy is going to be transformed into something new. So even if you go get a mundane job, okay, you go get a regular job, or not that I'm saying that nails or tattoos aren't a regular job, I'm just saying like a 9 to 5, where you're not making your own schedule. You're just going by the whatever. I feel like it's almost like it's resetting something within you. It's resetting a balance. It's restoring something so you can kind of get in the ebb and flow of a routine. And as you're doing that, it's almost giving your creative side, or your, yeah, I feel like it's the creative side. It's your um, room to kind of grow and expand in another thing because there's something else you're supposed to be doing. So say you were doing nails at one time and then now you're going to be a nurse. I'm just using these for example. Okay? You're going to have some type of passion that comes up. It may be in months, it may be in years, okay? In a couple of years. But it's giving all this routine that's coming up in your life. And I hope y'all are staying with me. That's going to start coming up in your life. It's going to give it time for like whatever this new creative passion is, time to marinate. Not that I'm saying that you'll quit whatever you just went to school for or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's just something else that you're going to put your creative flow into. That's why you're getting burnt out of the original your own schedule thing because there's something else you're meant to do outside of even the 9 to 5 or whatever you're going towards. That's going to fill this void for a while. It's going to get you in the ebb and flow. But then here's going to come this energy that was kind of put back on the shelf to get re-inspired towards something else. Some of y'all, it may be in the same field, but you're coming back with the stronger, want for it, a desire, like recharging yourself. So for some of y'all, it's not even that you're gonna go toward something different, and you're gonna realize, okay, this is why I do what I was doing for years. I just needed a break. So it's kind of a reminder of why you started what you started. Okay? That's the energy that's coming up. But for some of you, it's because you're meant to do something else, but there's another creative pursuit that's going to follow suit. And I do feel like it's going to be months in the making or a couple of years in the making. So remember this reading, but it's going to come back and there's something you're going to create or you're going to brand or rebrand or build or whatever. And it's crazy because you would have never thought yourself doing something like this, whatever this is. And that's why you have to go get this refocus, because as this is building, there's it's a recharge of energy fuel. Literally, it's a recharge of energy fuel. And when the time is right, it's going to come back and it's going to find you. Like that passion you once had for nails. It's not going to find you in whatever this next career is. I'm not saying it's going to be a boring career or whatever. You're still going to love it, but it's going to remind you of something, or it's going to motivate you towards something else. And you're like, I kind of want to try this out. Why am I even thinking about doing this? I never thought I'd do something like this today in my life. And then boom, you're doing something that's so left field, you know, but it's going to bring you so much joy in due time. So if you feel like you've lost your spark, or you feel like you've lost your motivation, or you feel like you've lost your inspiration and all that stuff, it may leave you for a little bit, but it's not gone. It's almost suppressed, but I want to say it's more put on the shelf for another thing you're meant to do. So if you're feeling drawn to do a normal 9 to 5, 8 to 5, or something, just a regular job, and not that I'm saying that nails and stuff like that isn't a regular job, and I'm just using nails for an example. Okay, I know I keep using that analogy, but I tend to get all over the place with my readings, so I'm trying to stick to one analogy. It's that whenever you go back towards this, the routine of it all, the repetitive of it all, it's almost like it's resetting something or reforming something in you. Whether it's going to make you bored in time and it reminds you of why you started what you were doing in the beginning, or whether it's because you need that kind of routine and that reset and to refine what you think will make you happy, because this no longer is. So let's have something to kind of fill that void for now, and then boom, here's a side hobby. And for some of y'all, this new 9 to 5 may be your job forever and you love it. Something you went to school for and you love it. But I do feel like it's going to come with a passion of something on the side that you're going to do. Making wreaths, creating art. It's like there's going to be some type of creative pursuit that's going to come in that this job will motivate you towards, or will kind of spark or ignite, because you never really thought you'd do this hobby, or you never really thought you would do this other thing that's going to come in time. But it's because you went to this 9 to 5 or whatever this is, or that mundane, whatever. And not that I'm saying that nails isn't a 9 to 5. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying whatever you would put all you once loved so much, You're kind of just going to something like working at a store, working at a clothing store, okay? It's just so different from where you were because that passion died. But something there or someone you run into at this new place is going to kind of spark something. Maybe you meet new friends and then y'all start doing wine and sips or paint and sips, you know? Um, wine and sips. We just drinking, ain't we? Um, and then boom, y'all do that. And then you realize, dude, I'm really good at this. And it sparks something. So whatever this phase is, if you feel something dying out or you no longer feel passion in something, that's your nudge. That's that cosmic wink. That's that answer that you needed. Sometimes we outgrow things just like we outgrow people, and that's okay. Even if we've invested so much into it, either we need a reminder down the road or we need to let it go so we can find what our heart currently, what we've evolved into, because we're constantly evolving. So what am I evolving into? Who am I evolving into? And what is she or what does he like? You get what I'm saying? It's okay to outgrow something. It may feel like a loss, but it's not a loss. It served you purpose whenever you needed it. And that's lovely. That's great. That's great. I love that. Some people never have a passion or a spark. They never look for it or they never chase it. So you have that. And if you need to put that up, put it up. If you need to go somewhere else, go somewhere else. If you need a reminder, go somewhere else and find that reminder. Or let it find you. This world and this place we live, you know, it's so different. It's so weird. It speaks in riddles. I swear this world speaks in riddles. When you think you know, you don't know. The answer is never quite completely clear until you go looking for it or until you're still enough that you allow it to come to you. So just see that whatever you're feeling disconnected from, it's just a reset. And if you need to go about your business, go about your business. That is spirit saying, do it. Get away from it for a little bit. Either let me remind you or let me show you what's next. See what else you're capable of. See what else, you know, draws your attention. We're not meant to live boring, dull lives. I mean, yeah, we got to do our adult shit, right? But there's always still some type of passion or spark in us. And we just have to wait to either find what it is, be still enough to hear what it is, or make a path to allow it to come in. And I feel like that's what this reading is. And I felt called to do it because I read it back to back. I was like, this is like 3 different people changing their careers. And that's a huge thing. And it gave me the answers right away. The, the, the passion isn't, I mean, the passion may kind of dwindle and stuff, but it may be transformed into another hobby, another job, another desire, or it'll be rekindled after time and you to remind you why, you know, why you started it in the first place. Sometimes that's all we need. If you're y'all, I can't make it up. Can I just show y'all? I try to show y'all how psychic I am, and some of y'all just don't believe it. Some of y'all just don't believe in spirituality. How would I know this stuff? I worship God. How could this be evil? It's just God talking to me, sitting at the edge of my bed talking to me. That's all this is, you know? But I'm going to read y'all this card. If y'all are interested in taking my classes, let me know. I also have a book that I wrote if y'all are interested in buying that. So you could read tarot for yourself or read for others, okay? If you are feeling stuck in any area of your life, whether it is in a in a relationship, a job, or just a situation, ask yourself, what is stopping me from leaving? Yes, leaving is scary, but sometimes it is the right step to take. Be brave. We are right beside you. Tell me that this is not exactly what this reading was about. You want to know how I'm able to do readings? Because I connect with myself. I connect with God. I look for the answers outside of myself and inside of myself, internal and external. When I can't find them outside of myself, it's inside of myself, right? It's a deep bond that I have with myself, with with the divine, with God. And everybody has this. So if you're needing to disconnect from something because it's no longer fueling you, go get fueled. Go within. Disconnect for a little bit. You are sacred. Your energy is sacred. What you're doing is sacred. When you put passion out there and people see that you love what you do, you're more likely to get customers. You're more likely to whatever. Or you feel a passion inside of them that they're like, man, I really like doing this, even though it's completely different from what you do. It fuels them because they see how passionate you are about what you love and you went for it. So it gives them hope. Do you see how it's the domino effect, but in a good way? So disconnect if you're feeling disconnected. Don't hold on to something that's no longer resonating for you right now, even if it means just putting it on the shelf for now, okay? Look at how many cards are in this deck, okay? And the one card that popped out of this deck is talking about exactly what I was talking about. Y'all seen me shuffle on screen, all right? It's gonna be okay. I love y'all. Bye.